Alright, y'all. It's about to get real. I'm dropping the scoop on one of the most hyped showdowns in the Naruto anime. Probably the best you've ever seen. See, this ain't just any fight. We're talking about the top dogs of the Leaf Village, the legendary Sannin, going at it in a 2-on-1 handicapped brawl. I mean, literally. Because let's be real, Orochimaru was out here fighting without both arms throughout the whole battle. So we're jumping in right after Naruto pops Kabuto off with that Rasengan, saving Tsunade from him, only to get knocked out by Kabuto's poison. Orochimaru tries to off our boy Naruto while he's down, but steps in, unlocking a new jutsu, and things heat up. Speaking of quickly, the fight kicks off, and Tsunade starts throwing up hand signs for some summoning jutsu. Then out of nowhere, Jiraiya Sensei's like, sure, let me summon mine too. Like it's some kind of flex or something. Orochimaru seeing all this like, oh hell nah, y'all ain't leaving me out. But then he remembers his jacked up hands and realizes he can't do no summoning without the signs. So this fool dips out to meet up with Kabuto and is like, hey yo, help a brother out. Now check this nigga out. Waiting for Kabuto to help him with the summoning. Look at Orochimaru's face. Looking all sad and needy like a kid telling his mama he got a boo-boo from playing too rough. But hold up, what's this? First time I'm seeing this tattoo mark on Orochimaru. This dude definitely has tricks up his sleeve. I mean, literally. All three of the Sannin drop their summoning jutsus at the same damn time. And each of them calls up their own crazy-ass creatures. We got No Hands Orochimaru bringing out his big-ass snake, TSUNADE flexing with a giant slug, and drugged-up Jiraiya summoning this big old toad. But the funniest part? Orochimaru's other snake gets squashed like a pancake by Jiraiya's toad's fat ass. They all up there flexing on top of their summons like it's a triple threat WWE showdown. Meanwhile, Naruto is out here catching Z's knocked out in a coma, missing all the action. As the three summoning animals face off, we got some extra spectators, 2 toads and a little piggy. Must have snuck in with them VIP backstage passes, looking all excited like they got front row seats to a concert, all ready to catch this lit showdown live and direct. But hold up, the giant snake ain't having it. Snake gives them that, if y'all don't bounce, I'ma have you for lunch stare. Toad and Piggy start sweating bullets, looking like they about to piss themselves. Wise Toad's like, yo, we need to dip. Watching this live ain't worth becoming snake snacks. You know damn right it isn't. But don't trip, little buddies. You can always slide back to my YouTube channel later and catch the whole play-by-play recap. I got you covered. You ain't missing nothing.
You got me.
Tsunade's little piggy sees what's up and decides to bounce too. Ain't no way she rocking that classy dress and pearl necklace just to end up on somebody's lunch plate as a tasty pork chop. But look at this one dumbass frog sitting there like, but the showdown's just getting started. Really, nigga? You look dumb as hell. Then the wise frog's like, bruh, what in the actual hell? Get your ass up and get moving right now. Jiraiya's giant toad starts acting like the chatty Cathy of the crew, rocking his cool drip and that janky pipe. And oh, okay, I see the homies got jokes too. Talking about, damn, is this a high school reunion or what? Y'all be glowing up since the last time we linked. Jiraiya, pass me a tissue. I might shed a tear. But nah, Jiraiya ain't letting them have this moment. He ain't playing no games and snap back. We ain't here for a damn tea party, fam. We've got real business to handle. We about to whoop Orochimaru's snake ass once and for all and settle who the real top dog among the Sannin is. Orochimaru's snake shows up mad as hell like, nigga, why the hell you summoning me? I was about to munch on some bomb-ass boar for lunch. How about I just eat your sorry ass and call it a day? Kabuto over here looking shook, begging like, please, Lord Manda, you gon' get rewarded, I swear. But Kabuto, you ain't that dude yet, bruh. The snake, even more heated, goes, "Yo, Orochimaru, who this nigga? Who the hell you think you talking to, little insect? What could your scrawny ass have that I could possibly want?" Kabuto looking straight up defeated. Then Manda hits Orochimaru with, "When this fight's over, I want 100 human sacrifices." Bruh, hold up, what? This snake is a whole different level of freaky than we thought. Meanwhile, Tsunade tells her slug to make a clone and get Naruto the hell out of here, handing him over to Shizune. Coolest frog ever. And totally passes the vibe check. You can see his drip and pipe and even the scars to prove that he knows his game. And the way he puffs his smoke kinda reminds me of a sumo mixed with a Yakuza. Damn. Looks like this nigga took a course on that disrespect level 101. He be blowing the smoke right in the snake's face, like one of them annoying vape dudes, blowing clouds in your face. Lord Manda ain't having such disrespect though. He like, "Nigga, I been waiting to pop your little cheap balloon ass. Might just do it right now." And the toad claps back. "Ha, nigga, stop capping. What hand you gonna use to pop me, huh? Think you can handle it? Come at me, bro. I always wanted a new snakeskin wallet anyway." Jiraiya looking at Orochimaru and straight up tells him he ain't fit to be one of them no more. Orochimaru gets all salty like, "Y'all got the nerve to even call me one of y'all? I'm in a whole other league now." Tsunade jumps in like, "Boy, when I'm done with you, there's gonna be less signing up in here." They all mean mugging each other, waiting to see who's gonna make the first move. Out of nowhere, the slug, who nobody even thought would make a peep, kicks things off by spitting some nasty acid slime. The big snake dodges that and then goes straight for the slug, wrapping her up, trying to take a big old bite. But then the toad charges in, swinging like, "Choke on this sword, motherfucker." The snake lets out this evil ass laugh that would make your grandma clutch her pearls and pray to be saved. Then the snake starts squeezing the life out of the slug. But she's like, "Alright, how about I turn into some sperm cells?" And fam, that's exactly what she does. She splits into a bunch of tiny cells, then back into a giant slug like nothing happened. Now, if you ever thought that you would see a toad do a backflip, today's your lucky day. This toad just slides out of the way with the cleanest backflip you've ever seen. The snake tries to hurl a toad's sword back at him, but my man just swerves out of there, and the sword instead heads straight for the slug. The slug's like, "Oh crap, I'm done for." But spoiler alert, the slug gets mad lucky, and the sword does nothing but give Tsunade a boost to hop right back on her slug. Then Jiraiya's like, "Yo, toad, time for some oil." And this toad, looking like he's been on a strict diet of patrol, just hurls up a whole load of oil. Jiraiya blows his jutsu on it, turning it into a massive fireball. Now that right there is some next level tag team action. They torching the snake in the flames, and for a hot second, it looks like the snake about to turn into BBQ, but nah, that nigga has shed its skin in a split second. So fast, we couldn't even see it. That snake gotta be on some next level roids or something. Jiraiya's like, "Yo, Toad, watch out. This dude's gonna come from below." And sure enough, it does. But when it pops up, it ain't the head, but the tail. The smart-ass snake tries to pull a fast one, sneaking from behind to chomp on a toad. But then Tsunade rolls in with a clutch save, slamming that toad sword down on the snake's jaws. For real, how Tsunade lugs around a sword 50 times her size is beyond me. That's Kryptonian level strength right there, no cap. Orochimaru and Kabuto dip off the snake. Then Orochimaru gets all freaky, stretching his little nasty ass tongue and wrapping it around Tsunade's throat, talking about, "I always wondered what it'd be like to choke that pretty neck of yours." Hold up, Orochimaru. Chill. How about we keep it, PG, bruh? Orochimaru starts choking Tsunade, and it ain't in a sexy way. He got her in a "I'm finna end you" grip. But Tsunade ain't no pushover. She busts out that chokehold with the Kryptonian's level strength. Then she straight up grabs his nasty snake tongue and yanks him like she's Scorpion from Mortal Kombat, hitting him with that "get over here" move. As he gets closer though, she winds up and puts every ounce of her power into one punch. She clocks Orochimaru so hard, man's looking like he forgot what planet he's on. Dude's face twisted up like he just saw his failed report card from the Ninja Academy. Tsunade's punch must hit differently, for real. But this bad chick ain't finished yet. She swings him around like a rag doll, got him looking like a busted yo-yo. She spins and flings him up into the air, then takes flight and meets him midair. Check this out. She goes for a punch, but Orochimaru dodges without even looking. That's some Ultra Instinct kind of shit right there. She tries again and he dodges again, but she finally lands one, then another. Pow! Hits him with an uppercut from hell. She ain't done. Tsunade kicks this fool downward and lands on him like she just won the lottery. Orochimaru gotta be reconsidering all his life choices after catching those hands. She's like, "Aight, let me turn you into a human yo-yo again." And yo, she yanks him up, ready to drop another haymaker. But hold up, sis hits the brakes, cause she suddenly runs out of juice. Just when she thought it was over, this dude Orochimaru still got his lights on. This man is tougher than a stale Popeye's biscuit, straight up. Look at his face. How his tongue manages to stay intact is a miracle of the plot. If Tsunade can make the ground feel like an 8.0 Richter scale earthquake with one punch, then Orochimaru's head should have been airmailed to the hidden leaf by now. But nah, he's still hanging. Anyway, she yanks him up a bit and gives him a good old gut check, then keeps laying into him with the combo meal of punches till she drops a haymaker punch on him. Yo, this punch was so strong, even his own eyeballs did a 180. Like, man didn't know if he was coming or going. And yo, peep this, she smacked the makeup clean off Orochimaru. Had him looking like he was fresh out of the shower. I thought the dude was done for, like he was gonna be laid out. But nah, he gets up and starts running. Like, for real? After that punch, does this man still have the strength to sprint? So she finally catches him and hits him with the combo. One punch, another punch, and then goes for the kick. But dude shuts it down. She goes for another kick, and this fool does a no-hand sideways somersault like he's in a circus. She tries again, and he backflips out of there. Then she unloads a flurry of punches and tries to kick again, but he dodges, wraps her up with his snake-ass tongue, and then spits out another sword from his mouth. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if this dude got a whole crib in there. Like straight up, 10-bedroom mansion. He tries to stab her, but get this, she stops the sword with her legs. Then she uses those powerful hot legs to flip around. This scene got me pumped. I ain't gonna even lie.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
1 minute, my man standing tall. The next minute, bam! Didn't see it coming, and neither did we. Sis realizes her weak little punches ain't doing jack to this tank Orochimaru, so she amps up, channeling chakra into her fist like a damn boxing glove. Then, boom! She serves him a lean, mean, green uppercut, sending him flying and crashing on a Mr. Toad's sword. Kabuto rushes over like he's about to give his boo a CPR smooch. Orochimaru's looking sad, cause his makeup got wrecked. Now he worried everyone gon' clown him for looking like a possessed drag queen. Knowing they about to get roasted, Kabuto pulls his classic punk move, hitting that coward out jutsu, and Orochimaru starts sinking into the ground, hitting us with that cliche-ass villain, "I'll be back" speech. And that's all for today, guys. Always remember, you matter, and I love you all. See you in the next one.